welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. Good to welcome you on the show this hour now. Talking about sporting activities across the globe. I am Adeni Ajishafe. A lot of sporting stories to talk about today. We look at the weightlifting competition starting here in Abuja, and also the UEFA Champions League for women, Rivers Angels. A lot of stories that we'll be bringing to your notice on this show, 360 Sport, where we give you details in the world of sport. Now, let's kick off from weightlifting. The IGP, Inspector General of Police Weightlifting Championship, will be starting today at the Package B of the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja, over there at the Indoor Sports Hall. And it's going to be a big one because about 150 to 200 athletes are expected in the IGP weightlifting championship that will be starting today. The IGP competition is going to be the first time that this particular competition is starting, and they want to use it to foster unity among all the elites that will be competing. They are all the athletes. Talking about from the Nigerian Army, the Air Force, the police, not forgetting the civil defense, and also some states will be participating in this competition. IGP Weightlifting Championship that begins today in Abuja. Moshood Abiola Stadium is a place to be. If you want to enjoy some weightlifting for yourself, you just have to be there to see how these weightlifters will be showcasing their weightlifting skills when it comes to lifting objects. Now, good one there. At least we have about 150 to 200 weightlifters that are about to ready to show their talents today. In the press conference organized yesterday by the police ahead of the competition, they said that they want to make sure they use this as a template for Nigerian weightlifters to see that they can compete in this sport. And it's going to be a sustainable event. It will be sustainable. It will be a continuous event. It will not be a one-off event. Good one there coming from the IGB stable there. Now we move away from weightlifting and talk about another story trending. This time around is about basketball. The Federal Minister of Youth and Sport has actually sounded a note of warning out to the NBBF to submit all equipment and kits to the task force committee. 4-man task force was set up by the Federal Minister of Youth and Sport to see to the affair of the D Tigers. The Tigers will be playing in the FIBA qualifiers against Angola in Benguela over there in Angola, and now they will have to get their acts together. That's why they set up that 4-man committee to see that Nigerian D Tigers perform well in that particular games against Angola. Now they also want them to prepare ahead of the BAL, Basketball African League, which Nigeria will be participating in. They just want the 4-man committee to have everything possible, the equipment, the kit that has been with the NBBF. Now they've been asked to submit such to the 4-man committee so that they can administer all these for these games. Good one there. At least we want the Nigerian D Tigers to do well, and that is why the 4-man committee must have their hands on this equipment. To the NBBF, led by Engineer Musa Kida, he has been told now that they should hand over everything in their possession so that everything will go well with Nigerian basketball. We hope everything goes well, and we want to see Nigerian D Tigers, D Tigress, Nigerian Basketball League, and everything going well concerning basketball in Nigeria. It has been a very, very painful experience for Nigerian basketballers, especially those at home where things have been a bit difficult, talking about leagues being organized, and also not forgetting the Nigerian D Tigress, the issue of their payment. Now we move away from basketball. Let's talk about another sport, the UFC 268 winner, talking about Kamaru Usman. He's saying that he can only fight his compatriots, talking about the Nigerian Israel Adesanya, although he's a New Zealander, but you just have to know that Adesanya, no matter how you want to define that name, he has a root in Nigeria. So Israel Adesanya and Kamaru Usman, both of them are Nigerians. According to Kamaru Usman, he would rather not fight against his compatriot Israel Adesanya. But if Dana White, the president of UFC, will offer them $100 million, maybe he and Adesanya will sit down and agree to split $50 million for themselves, for them to fight. But he has said that he prefers two Nigerians having 2 belts than for him alone to have 2 belts, because there's going to be 2 Nigerians. Good one coming from Kamaru Usman, a compatriot man to the core, saying that he would prefer himself and Adesanya to have 2 belts than him alone having or the belts. That's a good one there. At least Adesanya has been one of the forces to be reckoned with when it comes to UFC, and also Kamaru Usman has also done well for himself in the world of UFC 268. Recently, he defeated Colby Covington in a rematch, which he won by unanimous decision. Well, a good one that he has said he will never fight against Adesanya except if they are offered $100 million for them to fight. That's only the time he will have to sit down with Adesanya to see if they can split the money just the way McGregor did against Nurmagomedov over their own splitting of the 2018 match. Good one there. Now, let's talk about another story that really got a lot of Nigerians not too happy. Mamelodi Sundowns South Africa, the ladies defeated Rivers Angels of Nigeria by a long goal, scored by Zalapo Zanele in that particular match they played yesterday in Cairo at the ongoing CAF Women Champions League. It was a painful experience for Coach Edwin Okon and the entire team of Rivers Angels as they lost by a long goal. They were thinking that maybe they were able to turn the table after losing 3-0 against Asfa of Morocco, but it was not to be as they lost in that encounter by a long goal at the 17th minute. That goal was considered. Rivers Angels right now are really going through a lot because of the fact that after promising that they will come back with the trophy, they've lost 2 matches, a match to go against Vihiga. Can they do it against Vihiga team? Right now, Vihiga also, they won their game against Asfa of Morocco, the team that defeated us 3-0, lost 2-0 against Vihiga. Nigerian Rivers Angels just have to win their match to see if the match between Asfa and Mamelodi will favor Mamelodi for them to qualify. And Mamelodi must win convincingly. That is, if Asfa don't score more goals, then maybe you can say that Rivers Angels can still qualify. But as it is, it's a very, very tough decision. They are really standing on a very tight rope right now for them to qualify in this CAF Women Champions League. This is the inaugural season, and it's so painful. A lot of people or pundits are looking at Nigeria should be the first country to scoop that particular trophy, but the way it's going right now, it might just be very difficult because of the fact that they've lost 2 matches against Asfa of Morocco, 3-0, and also 1-0 against the team Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. Our ladies just need to wake up. They tried their best, but it wasn't good enough. Maybe due to some reason or the other, it shows that we just have to take everything all right, better in Nigerian Women's League, because it won't be good after dominating Africa for so long. When it comes to club football, now we have been found wanting. Away from Women CAF Champions League, let's go straight to talk about Akfa United. Akfa United, Dakada FC in Akfa Super 4 tournament. Akfa is the Akwa Ibom Football Association Super 4. Akfa United, Dakada United, they will be playing alongside One Rocket FC and Ibom Youth. The 4 teams will be slugging it out in the Super 4, according to the SA, to the governor of Akwa Ibom State on Sport, Paul Bassi. He said the 4 teams will be starting their game on Friday so that they will know the winner. But the major reason why they organize that particular competition is for them to fine-tune the 4 teams ahead of the Nigerian Professional Football League. Akwa United and Dakada will play in the NPFL, while Ibom Youth and One Rocket FC will play in the NNL, Nigerian National League. And for the 4 teams, this will be a very good avenue for them to test themselves and also prepare and fine-tune themselves ahead of the NPFL and also the NNL. 4 teams in the Akfa Super 4. Akwa United, Dakada, One Rocket, and also Ibom Youth there over there in Akwa Ibom State for the Super 4. And from there, let's also talk about Alan Cup. Alan Cup is going to happen today in Kano between Kano Pillars and Doma United. Those are the 2 teams that will be facing in the final of the Alan Cup. It's a pre-season cup ahead of the NPFL being played, while El Kanemi will face Wiki Torres in the 3rd place match. Well, the 2 teams lost against El Kanemi, Kano Pillars and Doma United. And now El Kanemi will be facing Wiki Torres in the 3rd place, while Kano Pillars played against Doma United in the final of the Alan Cup. They are a good one, talking about the NPFL, NNL, and all the matches that actually are going to be coming up in Nigeria. Well, all these teams will be playing, most of them will be playing in the NPFL. Well, now we go on a short break. By the time we return, we give you much more in the world of sports. Thanks to know you are still there joining us on 360 Sport. We've been talking about so many stories happening in the world of sport. We took the weightlifting that will be starting today, IGP Weightlifting Championship, where 150 to 200 weightlifters are expected to begin the competition today. Proper, good one there. Now we also talk about Nigeria team, Rivers Angels, losing their game against Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, let's go straight to another story trending. Quickly, we look at Nigerian Women Football League. The organizer, they've cautioned clubs against late registration. According to the organizer, they said all the teams that will be playing in this year's edition of Nigerian Women Football League should do so by registering their teams between now and November 25. By November 25, if any club falter to register, they will be dealt with because they will be paying a fine of 400,000 naira. According to the Nigerian Women Football League, they also talk about the welfare of the players, the registration of the player, the insurance, and not forgetting their match venue. Just to let them know all they need to know concerning registering their team ahead of the Nigerian Women Football League that will be starting in December. That is why they quickly send that particular circular to all the teams that will be vying for honors in the Nigerian Women Football League to let you know that all these teams, they must register between now and November 25. And it will be a big one against any team that fail to do so because 400,000 will be copped out from their coffers. Well, good one there. At least we want to see Nigerian women playing football again, and also we're waiting for the NPFL. We can't wait to talk about our own league. If we don't talk about ours, no one else. Now we move away from there. Let's talk about the Super Eagles now of Nigeria. They are in Tangier, Morocco, preparing ahead of the match. The match is against Lone Stars of Liberia and also Cape Verde Blue Whales. Nigerian Super Eagles, as it is right now, they are really bubbling in their camp. They started the first training session yesterday where 21 players we were there to showcase all their football's artistry. Well, so they are still waiting for the arrival of Dion Igalo and Victor Usman alongside John Noble. The three players will be joining the 21 players on ground who are right now. They've had their first training session yesterday and they are raring to go. They'll be playing on Saturday against Lone Stars, while on Tuesday they'll be facing Blue Whales of Cape Verde. Nigeria needs to qualify because we are really one of the football nation in Africa. Aside that, a lot of Nigerian stars are saying they will do us proud. If they can top this group, right now they are standing 9 points ahead of Cape Verde, standing second with 7 points. If you can qualify from this group, then we'll enter for the knockout stage where 5 teams will be picked. The teams that win the first leg and the second leg, the knockout stage, will actually represent Africa. 5 teams representing Africa in the Qatar 2022 World Cup. Hopefully, Nigerian Super Eagles can actually scale through. We hope so. And from there, we move straight to talk about the UEFA Champions League for women. Yes, Women Champions League over yesterday. Quickly, let's look at the result. As we look at Servette FC, they lost by 7-0 to Chelsea Women. Chelsea Women walloping them 1-2-3-4 to 7. It was a big win for Chelsea Women as they won 7-0 against Servette FC. While another team that did well was Paris Saint-Germain Women. They defeated Real Madrid Women by 4-0 over there in City of Paris. While Juventus played 2-2 against Wolfsburg. Kharkiv also they drew goalless against Breidablik in those encounters. Now looking at the tables now. Quickly, we look at Group A, looking at the fact that Chelsea were able to win. Now, Chelsea are topping the table with 7 points after playing 3 matches. They are topping with 7 points. Wolfsburg ladies are second with 5 points. You have Juventus Femenil with 4 points. And the team on the last team there, you have Servette there. Now, still looking at Servette, they have no points at all in the Group A, where in the Women UEFA Champions League. Now in Group B, Paris Saint-Germain Feminines are standing top after winning all their matches, 9 points. Real Madrid Femenino are second with 6 points, they won 2 matches after playing 3. And you have the Slowboard Women, they have just a point, while Breidablik Women also have a point, losing 2 matches and drawing 1 apiece. Talking about Group B. Now we look at Group C. Group C now. Barcelona Femenino are topping with 6 points, followed by Arsenal Women. Arsenal Women are standing second, playing 2 matches. They have 3 points. Hoffenheim 1899 Ladies are standing tall with 3 points, while HB Koge Women are yet to have a point. Now the last Group D. Quickly, we have look at Group D, and we have Lyon Feminines with 6 points. While FC Bayern ladies are having 4 points. Benfica women are just with a point, while Häcken women of Sweden are yet to gather a point. Now, those are the 4 groups in the Women Champions League. As we look at the matches for today in the UEFA Champions League for women quickly, the matches that will be coming up today have Barcelona Femenino will be playing against TSG 1899 Hoffenheim women, while HB Koge women host the Arsenal women. In the Group C. In Group D, you have Benfica women will be playing against BK Häcken, while Lyon Feminines will be hosting FC Bayern Munich women in the UEFA Champions League Group C and D fixtures for today. Those are the matches that will be coming up. Well, good one for Chelsea women. They were able to wall up their Servette 7-0, celebrating that team there. A good one for them. Now, talking about Champions League. From there, we move away from Champions League. Now, let's talk about some transfer gossips. A lot of story here and there. But we look at our first story for the transfer story for today. We look at Sevilla. Sevilla fears Manchester United could trigger £69 million release clause for Jules Koundé. Koundé has been a player subject to discussion from different angles that he could be moving to either Chelsea or Manchester United. But the news came out that Sevilla, the team that is they are the rightful owner of this player right now, they are afraid that Manchester United could come for this player. They could trigger the £69 million release clause on the contract of this particular player that Chelsea also are eyeing. So it's going to be between Chelsea and Manchester United. But as it is right now, they know that Manchester United seems to be having an edge as they are ready to splash the cash on that particular player. Jules Koundé has been a player that almost all the top teams in Europe wants to sign this very good player, Jules Koundé of Sevilla. Now, let's talk about Manchester United. Manchester United, they are actually eyeing a Nigerian player. His name is Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi has been a very good player for Leicester City since he moved to join that club at the King Power Stadium. Now, Ndidi is becoming a player that Manchester United are eyeing one way or the other. News came out that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the entire team of Man U are looking at this very good midfielder who has been very fantastic for that team called Leicester City. And if everything goes well, Wilfred Ndidi might just be another Nigerian after Odion Ighalo to feature for Manchester United. If everything goes well, hopefully we want to see him playing for a big club. This guy deserves to play for any big club in Europe. He has been so fantastic. He's been outstanding. And you just have to give it up to Wilfred Ndidi, a very good player that Manchester United, even the players, they want him in their kits. They are a good one. Talking about Wilfred Ndidi. And we hope that one big club, somebody even mentioned that Real Madrid should be the place for Wilfred Ndidi. He wants to play for Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, all the big clubs in Europe mention them. This Nigerian midfielder is good enough to play for those teams. Yes, of course. Now we look at our story, another story now where Newcastle United in talks with Bayern Munich player. The player is called Niklas Sule. He could be a player that they want to sign, central defender of Bayern Munich. Right now, news came out that Newcastle United could be gunning for this very good central defender of Bayern Munich. Newcastle United have been making moves in the transfer market to buy players. They want to get so many players because they have the money to splash on players. Now that they have a new manager, Eddie Howe, who will be tinkering the tank of that particular team, they are looking at a lot of players that they want to buy. So Niklas Sule is part of them, and if they are able to have a deal, they could be signing Sule from Bayern Munich. That if the player wants to move, because he might just want to stay with Bayern Munich. Let him be a good one for him, because he wants to win more laurel for himself. He's always very sure for Bayern Munich to win at least a cup in a season, compared to Newcastle United, who had just been taken over by the Saudi Arabia businessmen. Well, anything can happen in the world of sport, because the fact that Newcastle United are ready to splash the cash, they might just become another Manchester City of England. When Man City came, nobody gave them any chance, but they've so far done a lot to win the EPL, English Premier League, for themselves. Good one. They are talking about all the sporting story we've taken this morning on 360 Sport. And as we always tell you, that sport is fitness and business. I am Adeniyi Ajisafe. Thanks for watching.